my dear students, to our classes for Junior 5. We'll continue our story, The Creeping Man, and this is the summary for Chapter 5. The next day, Bennett informed Holmes and Watson with the latest news. After they left Presbury's house, the professor was so furious, and he accused Bennett of calling the detective. Again, Bennett denied. In the morning, the professor acted as if nothing happened. He gave a brilliant lecture, and when he came back home, he was more energetic than he used to be. Holmes and Watson returned back to London the same day. They came back to Camford on Tuesday, the day of the crisis. They checked in the Checkers Inn again. Bennett was waiting for them. He told them that the week was peaceful, and the professor was so calm and rational. He also informed them that the professor received another letter and a small package from Doruk that day. Holmes saw Bennett to watch the professor and follow him discreetly tonight because he thought it would be a crisis night. He asked Bennett about the place where the professor kept the key to the wooden box. He told him he kept it on his watch chain. Holmes thought that all the answers to their questions were in the box and said they had to get the key. Holmes asked Bennett if the professor had other employees. He told him there was a coachman. His name was MacPhail, and he slept over the stables. Bennett then left Holmes and Watson. He was so anxious. Watson was also nervous about what would happen that night. When Holmes and Watson arrived at the professor's house, they hid in a row of tall bushes opposite the front door of the house. The weather was chilly, but Holmes thought they wouldn't wait for a long time. He thought that all what was happening to the professor was part of the symptoms of the medication he got from Doruk, who worked for someone based in Prague. Holmes added that the behavior changes were not the only side effects of the medication. He also noticed that the professor's knuckles were unusually thick and rough. The chapter ends with the appearance of the professor standing in the doorway wearing his dressing gown. His arms were hanging loosely down his sides.